Good morning, boys and girls, moms and dads, everybody in viewer land. These videos are for entertainment purposes and hope you all learn something and have some fun doing it. Welcome to Generator Monday. And as you can see, we're on Royal Purple 10W30 and Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. Now, on my oil changes for my Champion Dual Fuel, it takes 1 quart plus 2 ounces. So what I do is I put a quart of the 10W30 motor oil, the pure synthetic, the premium, the good stuff here, the Royal Purple, as I call it, deep purple, in my generator. But prior to doing that, I add 2 ounces of Lucas. It's a thick, syrupy type of stuff. So you're going to want to put that directly into the generator at the oil fill area, not in a funnel. You're going to put it right in the generator. Then you can add your quart of the deep purple, the Royal Purple there. So that's what I do for my oil changes. But as you can see, we have the Champion Dual Fuel out here. A lot of people put 87 octane ethanol in their small equipment. Don't do that. Buy the good stuff, the premium, and I always keep that on hand. I got like 20 gallons, and I rotate it out into my vehicles. So when my vehicles need fuel, I dump that in, and I get the fresh in the cans. That way you always have fresh gasoline ready to go in the event you need it for the generator. As you all know, we have the Generac 24K. We're going to be watching that fire up. But this is the Champion Dual Fuel, and we all learned on the last video how to determine how much power you can run with this generator. And it's a good idea to figure out what you're going to do with your generator and figure out what size you need. So figure out the things you want to supply with it and then go ahead and run them. But I change the oil in this every 50 hours or every 6 months. I change it in the fall and in the spring if I don't get the 50 hours on it. I put 97 octane premium non-ethanol fuel in my generator, and then you're going to want to make sure that you don't fill this thing and it sits forever, and then the fuel goes bad on you. And you always want to run them dry. You want to let the generator run dry. So I run my generator every Monday. Some people never run their generators until they need them, and that's not what you want to do. So you want to run it at least once or twice a month, but I do it every Monday. That way it's fun and easy. I got the time, I enjoy doing it, and it gets everything running good on it. So we're going to go ahead and start this one right now. So I turn on my battery. My gas, the petcock is already on. I have it on a board so it drains. So I have it on that board, as you can see, that 2x6. So it's on a slight angle, and it'll totally drain all the gasoline out of it. You don't want to store them with gasoline in them. A lot of people will just go ahead and fill them up, run them for their emergency, put them back in the garage. That's not the thing to do. So you want to run them dry or drain them if the tank is full. Empty the tank and then run it dry. Let the carburetor stutter and sputter. And when it does that, turn off the petcock. And then give it full choke and start it a couple of times, and it'll start and run. So run that carb dry. But now that we've let this thing run for a minute or so, you don't want to let a generator run for a long time without a load on it. So we're going to go ahead and let it produce some electric for it. Turn it on and off like your appliances are starting in the house. And now I'm just going to leave it run. So it's producing some power with a load on it, which is good. So now you all know how to size a generator, what to do with it. And that's my portable that we did last week on the Generac transfer switch. I have that transfer switch in case the Generac doesn't start. So let's walk over here to the Generac. There's our transfer switch over there for the Generac. And there you go, you just heard the 24 case start. So that one's gonna run for 5 minutes. So it's got the green light for go. And as you notice, I got the windows open on the house today because it's kind of a warm day up here. It's like 65 up here right now. So the exhaust for the generator, it's more than 5 feet away from the window. And if it was gonna run more than 5 minutes, I would close the windows. But that's left open today to remind everybody to make sure that you have a working CO detector. You want to make sure that you have a working CO detector that is battery backup, that it works on a battery, so in the event of a power failure, that thing's still working. So even though the generator's running, the CO would be working plugged in the wall, but it's good to have a battery backup and also have working smoke alarms in your house also. So have your smoke alarms, have your working CO detector, and have your Generac ready to go. But it's only going to run for 5 minutes. We're far enough away from it, from the window. But if I was running it long term, I would go ahead and close the window. So we might get some storms tonight, so if we don't get a storm to knock out the power, I'm going to do a whole house run because it's been probably a couple of months. So I'm going to do a whole house run with the Generac and let it produce some power and have it load on it. So other than that, you saw the Generac start, you saw the Champion dual fuel. I hope you've learned something, and we're just going to go back to the basics today. Run your equipment, take care of it so it can take care of you. If you don't take care of it, it might not be there when you need it. So have a good day, be safe, ciao bella, adios, arrivederci.